Looks like just stone.
I didn't start the thing.
Welcome back.
3, 2, 1, and now.
Well, I'm back.
Well, I'm back.
Yeah.
Stephanie, include that intro bit anyway.
Yeah.
This is confusing and annoying.
Yeah.
We're talking about how Spider-Man 3 is
Yeah,
the
man,
worst film ever,
it
and
is
Mabini
not.
hated it.
I did
So
not
explain,
hate
so
it.
elaborate why you hate Spider-Man 3 so much.
I do not hate Spider-Man 3 at all.
Well, you said that you'd rather have
thought-
a buffalo take a diarrhea dump in your ear and watch it.
It's really...
That was you, right? That was you who said that?
No, it's a cool movie. Like there are some bits that you kind of go, what's up with this? How come they're not elaborating more on this?
Oh God, there's another one exactly in its place.
But
What?
so I watched it recently, Spider-Man 3, and got up to the end, and I just started crying because it just gets very emotional in some of those bits. That it's like, oh, Harry and Peter are having a fight, and it's because Harry doesn't understand why Norman Osborn died. And he had this idea about him, and then the problem is that Peter can't really explain it because he's been being influenced by the symbiotes.
Yeah. Honestly, it's been a really long time. I know I saw it in theaters, Spider-Man 3, but I also know I'm pretty sure I've seen it once or twice afterwards, but other than that, man, like my memory is very hazy on that film. I just remember it being 3 hours long, there being many a villain, and the writers and stuff not being very happy about the fact that they were forced to shove in Venom or something. Because they didn't want it to be Venom. They wanted it to be just Green Goblin 2 Electric Boogaloo and Sandman. But they were like, no, put in Venom. And they're like, oh, okay.
Well, Sandman was actually very well written. I enjoyed him.
Yeah, well, that's because they wanted to write him. He was supposed to be the main focus of the film, I think. But, nah. Are you interested in seeing Into the Spider-Verse as well?
So, what now?
I was asking Mabini if he was interested in seeing Into the Spider-Verse. Have you seen it?
Yes, I've got it on DVD.
Oh, well, excellent.
Well, yeah, let me know when you want me to come over and watch Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, it's a great film.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
I need to watch it again, honestly, because I think I talked about this in a name. Maybe not. Did I talk about it?
Wow.
Spider-Verse?
I don't know.
Yeah, kind of. You talk about it again.
Okay, well, my thing is that I watched the film in theaters like 3 months after it came out, right? And it was still in theaters because it's such a great film. And I've heard that it's coming back to some as well in like Canada and whatever, maybe more. The thing about Spider-Verse is within those 3 months of it being in theaters, everyone watched it and everyone was like, this is quite possibly the greatest film of all time. Right, it was extremely hyped. Right, they're like, it's not just a great Spider-Man movie. It's got amazing animation. It's got amazing story. It's honestly not just a contender for multiple Oscars, but a contender for one of the greatest films ever. And it's like, okay, that's amazing. I'm extremely excited to see this movie, but I spent a little bit too long to see it. Right, and I saw every day there was someone on Twitter or Tumblr or whatever being like, it's so good, it's so good, it's amazing, it's amazing. Here's my spider persona. That was a thing, probably still is a thing, where people are like, this is what my Spider-Man persona looks like. It's my unique Spider, because it's all different alternate realities that Spider-Man's come from, and they're all different. That's kind of the point. I'm like, okay, all right, I'm really excited. And then when I saw the film at last, all these months later, I was like, oh, well, this is pretty good.
Yeah. Well, that's what people do about all these big superhero movies, is they're always the best movie ever.
My problem is with that film, I don't think it's bad. I think it's really, really good, and there's a lot to admire and stuff, but I think that I just took a little bit too long to watch it, and as a result, I was a little bit disappointed, I'll admit. Because people are like, this is the greatest film of all time. And I'm like, okay. And then I watched it, I was like, oh, yeah, well, it's good. But,
Actually, speaking of greatest films of all time, just give me a second. I'm just going to tab out. I need to check something.
Well, the thing is that I think that I think that when I went and saw it the first time, my expectations were really high, right? and I was a little bit let down. But I think watching it again would be really nice because now I know what the film is like, and I think I'll appreciate it a bit more on a different level.
Oh, I'm covered in acid. Thank you for that.
That's all right.
It's all on the ground. Look at that.
Yep, I see it. You don't look like a weirdo or anything. What are you looking up?
Oh, just how well Endgame is doing.
Still behind, I'm presuming.
Just a little.
I actually think that if as soon as it passes, we'll know. You know, because that would be legitimate news.
Yeah.
Like in the newspaper, on the TV shows that has the news on the ABC.
The highest grossing film of all time.
They will say that like the highest grossing film of all time has now been surpassed by Endgame.
Before it was unnecessarily Avatar, now it's probably quite legitimately Endgame.
Unnecessarily Avatar is the best way to describe it. This is so unnecessarily Avatar.
It's like, look at this really successful film. Why is it so successful? Rather than like watching it and being like, yeah, this kind of deserves to be the highest grossing.
It's just the right place, right time. That's literally all there is to it. The right man in the wrong place can make all the difference in the world.
Yeah.
Let's play Half-Life 2. I've had enough of this.
We did.
Oh,
We played Synergy.
we did. Man.
Aaron was also in that.
Oh, yeah.
In the first game recording session.
First one? No, not the first one.
Yeah.
Oh, well, the first game, yeah, sure.
First game.
You want to be pedantic. Remember Synergy, Aaron?
Synergy.
Yeah.
What, Shinji?
Synergy.
No, I don't actually.
Oh.
So that means we have to do it again.
Yeah, well, if you don't remember, we gotta do it again until you fucking get it in your stupid thick skull. It was the Half-Life 2 mod where we played multiplayer.
We'll finally get to do Synergy 2.
Oh, that's right. Yes. No, I remember it now.
Yeah, it was called Synergy because, you know, synergize.
Yeah.
What was the Leonardo da Vinci movie that got him the Oscar?
That got who the Oscar?
Leonardo da Vinci. Do you mean DiCaprio?
Yeah, that one.
There's an ever so slight, tiny difference between.
Yeah,
those
one
two
of them
people.
was like an artist, and
Yeah,
he was
just an artist. This is like,
He was an amazing
he painted a picture every now and then.
Renaissance man. Leonardo DiCaprio is a Renaissance man.
Hey, you know, he's a modern day Renaissance man. I would agree to that. He won an Oscar for the one with the bear, the Revenant.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
Yeah.
Was it good?
I have not seen it. I wanted to. Can't wait until I win an Oscar.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Will happen. Fuck
What,
you.
like a trophy or actually just a kid?
Bit of both.
I suppose if you haven't seen The Revenant, then you can't be sure if it really was his best performance.
Oh, yes, that's true. You know, I can't think of many films I've seen him in, actually. I know of a lot of that he's in, but...
Inception, I've seen.
I have seen Inception.
Never seen Titanic.
I saw Romeo and Juliet. I've never seen Titanic.
Yeah, I've seen
Oh, yeah.
Watched it in English class.
I guess the only reason I've ever seen Leonardo DiCaprio is because of English class.
Yeah, I've never seen Titanic. I should see it, but like the thing about Titanic, right, it's a really good film, but it is also just a romance film, and that's not really my thing. It's a very, very long romance film.
Wait, was Leonardo DiCaprio in Black Hawk Down?
Do not know.
I think he.
He was also in The Great Gatsby.
Yeah, I didn't see that either.
Wait, I don't know. I don't think he was in Black Hawk Down. I think I'm thinking of someone else. I don't understand these things that are like, oh, this person's a good actor. How can you tell?
Because he plays the role convincingly.
Right.
And
so if someone doesn't play the role convincingly, how can you tell if they're not doing a good job?
because then you're not convinced that they're a different character.
Right.
Anything, essentially...
So anything that had Charlie Sheen in it, ever.
Nice. Well, that's the thing. An actor is it's the ability to fully immerse yourself and convince yourself that the person you're watching on screen is the character. The better the actor, the less the less it takes you out of the film. You know.
So I suppose then
if there's if someone says like a weird line of dialogue or delivers it wrong, it can make you go, oh, that was kind of weird. Why do you say that? And that takes you out of the film. If someone their performance is perfect and they're like incredibly convincing, then that's a good actor.
Who plays Jack Sparrow?
Johnny Depp.
Yeah, Johnny Depp. So he plays roles convincingly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so.
Like when I think of Johnny Depp, I think of Jack Sparrow. I don't think of who Johnny Depp is because I've never seen anything of him. Like never seen an interview, and Captain Jack Sparrow is a character.
Correct. He's a very good actor. That's why he's
That's why he's on the big bucks.
Yeah. He's also in one of my favorite films of all time. You know what it is?
Sweeney Todd.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
I do like both of those films a lot, but no, it is also my favorite book, novel, my favorite novel book.
I didn't know you could read.
Nice, that's a Harry Potter reference right there. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. He plays Hunter S. Thompson.
You know, that's got.
I have never seen that film.
That's got Tobey Maguire in it.
You know, yes, it does. Oh my god, yeah. He plays this little bitchy ass kid. Yeah. It's always fucking annoying them coming around. It's a great film, but the thing I like so much about it is after the book, the whole. You know what? You know what what happens in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, Aaron?
Nope.
So it's based on a true story because it was written by Hunter S. Thompson, who was a journalist. He
was it something that they have to write an article?
He was supposed to write an article in a race in Vegas, right?
Yeah.
But instead, he spent all of his money on just a shit ton of drugs, just immense amounts of drugs. And he and his, I think it's his lawyer, supposedly, head to Vegas, and they just go on a massive drug trip for like a couple of weeks. And it's just he just wrote down his misadventures as that happened, and that's all it is. The thing about the book is it's so vividly like descriptive and stuff as he's tripping balls throughout this period of time. The movie, you would like, you're reading it, you're like, how the fuck would you ever adapt this? It's literally a drug trip. The movie actually manages to do it.
Wow.
And it's fantastic. It's like almost word for word, like exactly how I pictured it in my mind personally.
Who's the director?
Great question. I'm not 100% sure.
Maybe it was his last and only film.
I don't know. We'll find out next time on...
Yeah.
Next time where we will all try a little bit of heroin. What do you guys think?
No.
All right. Yes, it's firm yes from Mabini. What do you think, Aaron? That's a yes. All right. See you next time. Bye.